That's why you couldn't hear me. Yeah, yeah, got it. So yeah, I wasn't in the stream the whole time. So y'all was just I was just watching my face. Interesting. All right, Danny Love with my back. She got my back. Yeah, and now she can hear me. Cool. So that first whole little 5 minute monologue I did, just forget about it. Absolutely forget about it. But I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I meant to change this thing here. 'Cause I don't like it. Oh, can you hear me now? Cool. We're gonna rock with this. So I might as well start this whole stream over at this point. That's what I'm thinking, because this whole thing has been like nothing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I ain't starting over nothing, man. We about to keep this boy rocking and rolling. Um, Niagara Falls, man. Amazing time I had. The water, seeing the water rush in such a manner. First night we went, after we did the show, we went to the Niagara Falls. We had a murder mystery show in Niagara Falls. Shout out to Smada, my guy Smada, man. He is out here killing the game. He is the director of the Detroit branch of the Murder Mystery Company. And hopefully y'all didn't hear my brother. Anyways, he's the director of the company, and he's been putting your boy in position, man, setting plays. He had a lot of things going, but he's making it happen. And it was his birthday. His birthday was on the first, on yesterday. So we drove down there, did the show, we killed it. He's a dope actor himself, so he killed it. And I was following his lead. We both killed it. So it was a great show out there. And then we had what do we do after that? Oh, Niagara Falls at night was super dope. Man, y'all ain't trying to hear all that. I'm gonna cut to the chase. Go see the Niagara Falls if you never have. We came back the next day and saw it in the daylight. It was even better then. Super cold, but a lot of fun. A phenomenal thing to see. I really definitely suggest going to see that. And you know, that whole trip, every time I go out of town, every time I do work in another city and state, it brings me to a level of bossing up. And this is what episode 131 is about today is bossing up. Boss your life up, man. So every time I take these trips and I'm exposed to these different cultures and different areas, it allows me to that time to reflect and look back on life and everything. So, I had a great time. Also today I had a murder mystery show in Clarkston. Got done with that, and then actually while we was on the way back home, we went to the National Comedy Center, which is a comedy museum. It's in Jamestown, New York. I did take a shower, but I ain't take this off yet because it's like a something memorable to me, and I'm gonna take it off soon. Just not yet. I like to look down at this. I should just get a I should get a bracelet that says comedy on there or something because I like how this looks. I like how it was a dope experience because like it's personalized. So you just tap in, like it got a I don't like chips. I don't like, being programmed. But they got this chip in here and it basically it's probably why I couldn't take it off either. But they have a chip in here and it personalizes your experience at this comedy museum. So they had a bunch of stuff. We actually didn't even have time to fully explore because we had to get to the Funny Bone in Toledo, which Smada performed at the Funny Bone. It was on his birthday, so we just had a great trip overall. Had a great time. So yeah, this is episode 131, Boss Up. And speaking of bossing up, I am going to hit us off with our motivational minute. Motivational minute. All right. First 5 minutes of the episode had nothing to do with nothing because it was all silent. But that was on me. I should have checked some different things. Motivational minute, man. Boss your life up, man. Quit crying. Quit complaining. Ain't nobody trying to hear it. Make it happen. You either gonna get it done or you gonna have an excuse. You either gonna wake up or you gonna be late. You either gonna be on time or you gonna be on late. You either gonna execute or you gonna complain. Life is black and white. Just get it done. Just shut your mouth and get it done. No, nobody care. I would love to say that, oh, we all care, but the thing is, we all got our own stuff going on. We all have our own struggles and battles that we're fighting. And life, that's what life is. Life is a fight. It's a mental, spiritual, and emotional battle. And you have to understand that you're built for the war. You're built for the task at hand. So just get it done. Boss your life up. It's not. Don't wait for it to get easier. You get stronger. You know what I'm saying? You rise yourself to the occasion. There's gonna be a lot of things that you ain't really ready for. But if it's time, it's time. You understand me? And when it's time, you gotta move when the water is troubled. So that's your motivational minute. Boss your life up. What up, comments? Hey, y'all can tap in all night with the comments because it's just me in here. So tap in. Yeah, man, get it done. Again, this is what the whole episode is gonna be about. Just bossing your life up. That's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm 27 and I'm transitioning. I'm transitioning into really becoming a man. Like I really don't feel like I've stepped into full manhood yet, which is okay. You know, we all have our process. But it's like now I'm at the point where I'm almost 30. I'll be 28 in April next year. And, you know, I'm just kind of still doing some things that are childlike and juvenile. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like down on myself, but it's what it is. There's certain disciplines that I'm still working on. And it's time. Now it's time, man. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, bro, you gotta, if not now, when? You understand? So that's what this whole episode is about. Bossing your life up, um, taking life by the horns, by the steering wheel. You know, Jesus take the wheel, yeah, but we gotta take some control. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take some control in your life and boss up. And it costs to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta know. It costs to be the boss. So if you really ain't trying to get in that lane, just stay out that lane. You know what I'm saying? But when you come to play, you better be come to play. You know what I'm saying? I myself haven't had a job in a while, but this entrepreneurial grind is hard. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be built for it. And there's been times where I hit financial low peaks, and I have to look at myself to say, bro, what are you doing wrong? It ain't on nobody but myself. So when you understand the power of taking power and taking control, you'll understand the essence and the power that you carry. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we talking about. We talking about bossing up. We talking about getting your affairs in order, getting your life in order. You know, get your weight up. You know what I'm saying? Get your weight up, man. We really ain't gonna keep waiting around for you to just make it happen. So that's where we at. Um, First thing, like I said before, every time I go out of town, my mentality switches, my mentality changes, it elevates to another level. And I love that. But the whole key is coming back home and still keeping that same fire going. You know, that's what I'm on right now. So I'm adapting a mentality of discipline regardless of my feelings, because feelings will get in the way of what you're supposed to do. Feelings will get in the way of your discipline. So when you're disciplined, you do it regardless. You do it in spite of, you know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about too much when you discipline. It's not too much that's gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? But when you're emotional or just weak in your desires and what you want, you're gonna be thrown off. You know, any little thing is gonna throw you off because you're waiting to be thrown off. You don't want to be disciplined. It's easy. It's the easiest road is to just be lazy. It's just to allow your body and your mind to naturally go with the flow. But going with the flow, man, you will realize that. So there's two different ways of going with the flow. There's the going with the flow that whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna flow with it. Which, yeah, you know, you got to react and maneuver around. You got to be like water. Water takes the shape of whatever you put it in. But there's the type of flow that you just gonna let whatever happen to you, and it just be what it be. Like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. I'm gonna go with the flow because I don't feel like doing it. Like, nah, you got to switch your mindset. Put yourself in the right mental position so that you can execute. And that's what taking control is. And that's what bossing your life up is. So boss up, man. Get it done. When you have when you're a leader, you got to serve the people. You just do. So this whole episode is about looking in your life and seeing where you can maximize, where you can take control, where you can elevate and grow. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I can guarantee you that. Actually, I can guarantee you that when you say you're gonna take your life to the next level, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna feel icky. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna hurt mentally. It's gonna hurt physically because you're gonna be tired. But the reward is so rewarding, you know. And it's kind of like me with no beard. It's a surprise. Yeah, man. So that's what we talking about today. Um, let's talk health first. Let's talk bossing your life up in health. I personally have been on a journey when it comes to my physical fitness, and ever since high school. When I was in high school, I was a huge worker outer, and I lost some of that as I got older, and I didn't have a reason anymore. So you always want to have a reason behind why you're doing what you're doing. That way you can stick and stay firm to what you're doing. Because if you don't have a reason, any little piece of adversity is going to stop you. So when I was in high school, I wanted to be a track star. Like I wanted to be the best that I could be on the track field. I ran track, I played basketball, I did cross country. So I wanted to be a prime athlete. Like I loved it. So I would work out. I was in conditioning, weight training, like whatever it was, whatever it would take. I was the captain of my track team, and I wanted to be that. I wanted that. I desired that, and that's what I got. And now I fast forward to like about after high school, probably about 6 years after high school, 5 years, 5 6 years after high school, I looked up and I wasn't in shape like I was. It didn't wasn't like I got fat, but I wasn't that athlete that I used to be. And I didn't have the same heart or desire or drive towards fitness that I used to have. And it was because I lost a why. I didn't have a why anymore. I didn't know I have a reason to sacrifice anymore. So because I didn't, I stopped. Because I stopped, that's when I saw that I wasn't as healthy or as in shape as I was or should have been. So when you look at those things, in order for me to get to where I was, not to where I am now, as far as being consistent and being on point, it was because I regained my why. I I understood my why. I understood now I'm clear on my why. So that's how I was able to boss my fitness journey up, is because I understood why I wanted it. I wanted my body to look a certain way. I wanted certain tasks to not even be anything to me. I wanted to be able to run, make quick runs, quick moves, quick strength tests, and it be a breeze for me. Like I wanted that now. So um, now that I have certain body goals that I'm reaching and I'm meeting, results are addicting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what has led me to boss my life up in that area, because I understand why. I understand why. I can't lie. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this little no beard look. I love the beard, but I'm feeling this. You know, I'm feeling it. Hit the comments real quick. We got Danny Love in the building. What's up, Danny Love? She's been my hmm, Danny Love has been my background behind the scenes, like AD, because I asked her if the sound was on, and she let me know that it wasn't. So thank you, Danny Love. She said yes. Hey, Smarter. Yep. Shout out to Smarter. Amen. Get it done. Yes, growth is uncomfortable. Always been a leader. That's awesome. Yep. So that's that. Boss your life up in your fitness. If you are in a position where you know you're not supposed to, if you somewhere, if your body is not where you want it to be, let's start implementing some exercises. Implement that discipline to get yourself out there. Three to 5 days a week is all that you need. You tailor it to based upon your goals, your fitness journey, your goals. But at least 3 days a week, every human should be exercising. It just is what it is. Now we're not all gonna be doing the same things. May not need to weight train. You may be in a position where weight training will benefit your life. Find out what works for you. Find out what's best for you and what's best for what you want. So match up your eating and match up your diet. Oh, diet is eating, and match up your exercise. Diet and exercise. And once you stay consistent, once you understand your why, you can boss your life up when it comes to your fitness. Okay. And it's necessary because we all getting older. Right now is the youngest you'll ever be. You'll never be as young as you are right now. So now's the time to get it cracking, get it popping. I don't know why I'm swinging my hand like this, but let's boss your life up. All right. Next is finances. Let's hit finances. Yeah, this is where I'm at right now because the episode is boss your life up. When you are your own boss, even if you have a job, and it's not a knock on anybody. You can work for somebody and still need to boss your life up. You know what I'm saying? It's not just being an actual boss, but it's more so the mentality. So boss your life up in your finances. What areas are you spending too much in on? Do you have too much clothes? We all overspend in some type of way. I know mine is food. I like to eat, but like I need to be more disciplined when it comes to my saving, when it comes to the money that not only that I make, but what I do with the money that I make, so that the money that I do make is working for me versus me just buying the difference between assets and liabilities. Liabilities cost you money, assets bring you money. So when you're constantly spending your money on liabilities, then your pockets be depleted. And then you look around, you like, yo, what happened? And when the life of an entrepreneur, you have to make your money work for you. And what does that mean? That's a lot of different things, but it's when you get paid using a portion of that money to advance you to get more money. That's all money is. It's a tool to get more. It's a tool to attract more. It takes money to make money. It's not just a nice fun song. It literally does take money to make money, and you cannot expect to grow in that area if you don't have no money. If you got zero, you got to have one to get another one. You can't just have zero and try to go get one. Something from nothing gets nothing. If you don't have a seed to plant, you can't reap the harvest. You understand me? So a lot of times with my comedy, I joke about being broke and about you know, you're so broke, this and that. But that's some of the things that I'm going through, that I'm currently going through, and it's just really based upon my lack of discipline and consistency. Because it's on me to go out and hunt every day. So if I spend 3, 4 days not hunting, now I'm spending 2 weeks trying to get myself out the hole. So stay consistent, boss your life up in your finances. What are you doing? What skills do you need to add? A lot of times we feel like we need an extra job or we need such and such. A lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times we need to be more resourceful with the money that we do have. And that's where I'm currently at. I need to do that. And that's why I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to me too. It's not just something it's a conversation here. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation. Oh, ashy, but still rock with it. Yep. So that's your finances. Save your money, stack your money. But saving really should just be towards something. You know what I'm saying? Towards a bigger purchase that you can bring in more money for. Not a big liability, but you got to purchase an asset. Purchase something that's gonna make you some more money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever way that is. All right. Health, finances, mental. It's called mental boss your life up. This kind of goes in hand with emotional. Emotional. So we'll hit those at the same time. No, we won't. We won't. We'll go emotional first. Boss your life up in your emotions. What does that mean? Kobe Bryant is one of the people that I admire. And somebody doesn't have to be alive for you to admire them. I admire Kobe. One of the things that I learned from him was in the moments of chaos, in the moments of uncertainty, he allows himself to feel those emotions, but he still gives himself the logic of, like, he expresses it, sees it for what it is, then gives himself the logical answer on why that's not the case. For example, if you don't necessarily feel like doing something, or you're emotionally sad, or something just got you thrown off for the day, you have to understand that it's a process. It's a process. Life is about ups and downs, ebbs and flows. So if you're in a down state of like, hey, yo, man, um, if you're in a down state, like, yo, I can't seem to get my mind right, whatever it is. Like, it's just a season. It's just a thought. Change your mind. You know what I'm saying? Change your mind, change your thought. Usually when we have bad days, it's based on one thought, one thing that was said. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may not have liked something you had on and they said something crazy to you. Somebody might have cut you off in traffic and they threw your whole day off. Like, and then, how's your day? And my day was terrible. Every time it said you didn't have a bad day, you had one thought and you was emotionally immature and you couldn't let it go. Let it go. That's the biggest thing. When you a boss, you ain't working on you're not getting tripped up by little stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's you got big steps. When you got big steps, you don't let the little stuff trip you up. You don't let nothing trip you up, especially emotionally, because it will. And every little thing will get to you if you allow it to. Change your perspective, change your mind, and how to change your emotions. Wash your life up. Yeah, man. What's up, bro? Yeah. All right, thank you. Another step to bossing your life up is making sure you got something to eat. Nah. Um, so that's where it's at, man. Don't allow your emotions to trip you up. Don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to feel, yes, but get through it. Get past it. Hurdle it. All right. Danny Love, she said, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is a good book. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about material. Like, boss your life up in the things that you consume. A lot of times we be so focused on just social media. I'm talking to me. Talking to me. I know I need to bring down the level of social media that I consume and increase the level of content, positive content, and reading books and positive songs. That's the stuff that need to help. But it's like instinctively I find myself just on Instagram. If I have some downtime, I just be scrolling on Instagram. And that's not really bringing no fruit to my life. So be structured and aware of what you're intaking into your spirit, into your mind, into your mentality. Because everything that you watch, see, or do results in your actions some way, shape, or form. So yeah, it's real. It's real out here for sure. Um, Next is learning how to. I'm sorry. All right. Next, let's go. We did mentally, we did emotionally, physically. Oh, mental. That's what I was gonna say. Is that everything that you consume, it builds your mindset. So the mindset you have now is a result of what you've been consuming. It's just like they say, you are what you eat. It's the same thing for the spirit realm, for your emotions, and for your mindset. When you have a certain mindset, it's because you've been hearing certain things, and those certain things have been training your mind a certain way. So if you don't feel like something can happen, there's some way that you've been hearing doubt. You've been hearing unbelief. But if you full of faith, that means you've been feeding faith into you. So just be aware of what you consuming, not just food wise, but overall. Watch what you eat. Watch what your spiritual diet. How's your spiritual diet look? Your emotional diet, your mental diet. What are you feeding yourself daily to adapt certain mentalities? One of my favorite books is Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis Jackson. And that's somebody know, y'all may know him as 50 Cent, but he wrote that book as Curtis Jackson. And I love the book because it talks so much about the mentality of a hustler. And he said you have to understand that you have to cultivate the heart of a hustler. So that means you may not be a hustler right now, but in order to really succeed, you got to cultivate that heart of a hustler. And that's not an easy task, but it's possible. Anything you want is possible. Life is hard, but it's easy. Surrender to it. And what does that mean? Another step to bossing your life up is knowing that it's gonna be hard. Like, once you go in knowing that you're gonna be challenged, and once you embrace that challenge, that's what that is. Boss your life up. Embrace the challenge. Embrace the opportunity. Everything is either gonna be an obstacle or it's gonna be an opportunity for your growth. Your choice. It's your choice. So I know myself, there's so much coming at me right now. I'm being asked of a lot, and it's a lot being required of me. And I was, for a long time, I was running. I was running from a lot of responsibilities and disciplines because I just wanted to do it my way, the easy way. But understanding the calling that God has on my life, I don't really have no time to not do it. Like, he ain't really concerned about my comfortability. He's concerned about my development. And when you're developing, when you're in any type of process, when you're being remade, revamped, it's that downtime. It's that time of allowing that system to reboot itself. So you have to understand that you have to embrace it. It's not a challenge. It is a challenge, but what does a challenge do? It can beat you up or it can make you stronger. And what don't kill you will make you stronger. In order to get stronger, you got to go through a challenge. You go to the gym, you lift weights that are heavy so your muscles can build. If you lift and weight that just not giving you no challenge, you're not gonna grow. So in order to grow your patience, grow your understanding, grow your wisdom, grow your experiences, grow your discipline, you need tasks that are bigger than you. And that's how God can work in your life, is when you understand that it's something bigger than you that you going after, that you working for, that you working towards. And that's what's gonna propel you to that next level. Other than that, you're gonna keep getting stagnant and stuck off these obstacles that are meant there. They're meant to develop you. But if you're running from them, they're not gonna have a chance to bring you the growth and the fruit that they were supposed to. So embrace the journey, embrace the challenge. That's a true boss. True bosses say, hey, all right, y'all need somebody to figure this out. All right, watch out. I'm here. I'm the guy. It's me. And knowing that confidence, that's boss talk. When you know who you are, when you understand who you are, and I'm learning this right now. I'm learning who I am, learning who I was created to be. And this has empowered me to adapt and refine certain mentalities. Know who you are. Grab that challenge by the hand. If it seems bigger than you, it's probably for you. If your dreams are just easy, what's the point? Like, oh, what's your dream? Oh, I just wanna go to the movies at such and such. Like, man, you can easily get a ticket. Like, that ain't, come on, man. So that's another way to boss up. Daddy said I'm preaching. Oh, we're gonna put these comments up. I'm about to keep this up here the whole time. Hey, pass that collection plate thing, y'all. Hey man, hey man, hey man. Reach your hand towards the screen and say, boss up. Oh man, this guy's funny, man. Confidence. Let's talk about confidence. I couldn't be here if I wasn't confident. I couldn't do the things that I do if I was not confident in myself. There's a lot of things that happen in my life, and if I was timid or if I was insecure, I would have folded in a lot of these situations that I'm in. Being a comedian, first of all, you gotta have nerves and steel. I get up in front of people that I don't know and I make them laugh. That's what I do. It's my job, and I do it well. And in order for me to do that, I have to be confident in myself, not arrogant, but I have to know that I'm here for a reason. If somebody called me for a show, I can't feel like the show is bigger than me. I can't feel like it's too much. I can't feel it's like overwhelming. I'm coming in to do a job. Y'all called me for a reason. I'm coming in to do that job that you called me for, and I'm about to do it well. But when you come in, it's a certain mentality I have to have. I can't walk in that building without that mentality. I'm driving to the venue priming that mentality up, because if I go in here anything less of myself, I'm giving myself a disservice. I'm giving them people a disservice. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in your gifts. Be confident in your preparation. And when you prepare properly, you're going to execute. When you're properly prepared, you already on point. Come on, man. This brother's on fire right here. Y'all ain't listening. When you properly prepared, proper preparation prevents poor performance. When you prepared, you're confident because you know you worked on it. You know you prepared. You know you're ready to go. But if you ain't really done the work, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna feel insecure. You're gonna feel not ready because you know you ain't did no work. Do that work. It's always the work in the dark that's said, that's seen, way more than the work that's done in the light. Work done in the light, everybody can do. Anybody can post on social media and say, "Hey, I'm grinding." But when the lights come up, when it's showtime, that's what separates the bosses and the employees, the winners and the losers. Now, I'm not saying employees are losers. I'm not saying that, but it's only one person at the top. So you just got to decide where you want to be. I'm not knocking anybody for doing anything. You know, you have to be both. You got to be the leader and the follower, the boss and the employee. So it's all the same. All I'm focused on is the mentality, the mindset, man. The mindset. Everything that you're scared of is gonna bring you growth for the most part. Everything that you're afraid of, that oh man, what if this happened? What if that happened? It's gonna bring you growth. And the sooner you can understand that you need to embrace your challenges, faster you're gonna move through life. Life is a game, and right now you're on a certain level. So this boss level that you fighting might be hard, but you fight all these other levels and these little mini bosses to get to this big boss. And you all these skills that you have accumulated up until this point are gonna help you fight that boss. So fight that boss because you are a boss yourself. All right? Play the game. Play the game to win. Play the game to enjoy. Life is what you make it. Perspective is everything. Boss your perspective up. Boss your hustle up. Boss your grind up. You understand? We talked mental, we talked physical, we talked emotional, we talked financial, mental, physical, spiritual. I knew it was one I was missing. Yes, spiritual. How you look in the spirit? I'm big on spiritual energy. When I react and interact with people, I'm looking at their spirit. When I think somebody did me wrong, I'm looking at the spirit. I'm not looking at the action. Anybody can make an act and a mistake, but I'm looking at the spirit of a person. Spirit and energy are close. Like the energy you carry is kind of like the spirit that you carry. Certain people have energy and spirits that bring you down. Some people have energy and spirits that lift you up. I have a very inviting and uplifting spirit and aura about myself because that's what I want inside of me. I'm intentionally bringing that in. I'm intentionally bringing light and positive energy to people that I'm around. So when I walk in a room, I want you to see that light. I'm doing it on purpose. It's the light I have inside. I'm just shining it. It's what I have. So when you understand the importance of your spiritual diet and how you look in the spirit, how do you feel in the spirit, how do you sound in the spirit, you say certain things a certain way. It's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody greets you, they greet you with a certain spirit, it's a certain energy. It's either gonna make you feel good, it's gonna make you feel weird, feel bad. A lot of times we get offended from people and they don't even be meaning to do nothing. But look at the spirit. Like, look at the energy behind what they did. Did they just simply make a mistake, or do they have a malicious intent, a malicious spirit behind them? And so that's when I really that's what I look at. I look at the spirit, man. I check my own spirit daily. You know what I'm saying? And you walk in with that energy and that spirit. If it ain't helping you, get rid of it. All right. A lot of things we hold on to in the spirit realm. A lot of things we harbor in the spirit realm. And we wrestle not against flesh and blood, which means the fight that we fight isn't a physical fight, but through God, we can win. You can win. And that's why the power of God is so heavy and helpful. Heavy, when I say heavy, I mean big. But it's the fruits of the spirit that you want to walk in. The love, the joy, the peace, the patience. It's fruits of the spirit. Man, it's been a great episode. Um, That's what I wanted to hit on. Danny's coming through with some great topics. I appreciate Danny rocking with us tonight. It's been me and Danny. We have to feed our spirit to win the fight. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that goes back to your spiritual diet. What are you feeding yourself? What type of spiritual food are you eating? Hmm? What your spiritual diet look like? What are you doing to make sure your spirit is in a proper place? Hmm? Something to think about. And also, when you interact with people, pay attention. Pay attention to what they're not saying, because that's where the spirit lies. Okay. I love y'all. Um, unless the spirit hit me with some that red leather, yellow leather, lavender leather. Oh, I did want to talk about my week some more. I think anything else? We had mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, financial. Yeah, yeah. All in all, man, boss your life up. Boss your life up. Stop waiting for it to get easy because it's not. Just do what you got to do. Okay. It's been your boy Mask Off Malachi. It's been another episode of Mask Off. We coming every Friday with it. How was your Thanksgiving too? Good Thanksgiving? Good, me too. And yeah, we're gonna get it ready to get up out of here. Oh, right. So I went to Niagara Falls. Been having murder mystery shows. I had a premiere for A Family Divided. I wasn't there because I had a comedy show. I had He Played Me is dropping today on Tubi. I'm in the very first scene in that, first or second scene. I'm the doctor. We got Eye of Creation, short film on YouTube, just dropped. Corey, shout out to Corey. I don't know his last name. I'm trying to get hit with the young folks. But a lot of people have reached out to me that I was featured on his page, which I'm grateful for him. He got 15 million subscribers, first of all. Let's start with that. I can't see these emojis, Danny, just to let you know. But yeah, he had 15 million subscribers. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me to say, "Hey, man, you did you know you was on his page?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I didn't know you knew him." They're like, "I ain't know you knew him to know you." I'm like, "I ain't know him, but the dude I know him, and he know you, and he know y'all. Y'all know me. You feel me?" I don't know. So yeah, a lot of great things going on, man. I was at the Independent last weekend. Josh Adams threw me up on his show, killed it. Um, so growth is the name of the game. Opportunities is the name of the game. Oh, that's another thing. Be prepared. Be prepared for your opportunities because they're gonna come and they're gonna go. And if you're not ready, you won't know. Oh, shout out to Real Clever Films too. They put your boy in position. I shot a trailer for a film called Trap. I played the lead in that trailer. Super dope experience, man. I love one day shoots. They're hard and they're strenuous and they take a lot, but the reward is great. That was right before Thanksgiving break. Had a good Thanksgiving break. We weren't here last week, but we had an episode that we put out. So yeah, oh, excuse me. We're gonna keep making it happen, man. Like the Lord be my witness. We gonna keep. I'm proud of you too, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy Love. So that's been another episode of Mask Off. Your boy Malachi, Mask Off Malachi. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even nothing to it. We just get it done. We won't even say nothing else. We just, how can we get it done? Okay? Wash your life up. I love you. Have a good night. Peace. Dee-dee-dee, 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 dee-dee-dee. Any last words to the people, Danny Love? Shout out to Danny Love, man. If y'all don't know her, tap in with her. She is an excellent comedian, actor, I about to say dancer. um, author. I'm really just admiring my face at this point. I really don't have a beard. Oh yeah, why did I cut my beard off? Let's talk about that real quick. I cut my beard off because I have an opportunity to be a print model in a national ad campaign. Not gonna say the brand, but yeah, my agent hit me with the opportunity, so I then went ahead and cut the beard off and sent my headshot in with a clean face, so they know they could put your boy in position. You feel me? Do we know where we going with this? Last but not least, go get it. Stop waiting. It's gonna be hard. Just don't stop. Episode 131 of Mask Off. Wash your life up. Peace.